Disclaimer: if you don't want Shadow Mordor spoiled for you, then don't listen to this.
If you clicked on this, and now you're clicking away, you're a moron
Yes.
for clicking on this in the first place. But you can watch the rest of our videos.
Yeah, I mean, if you want.
We're not gonna insult you.
You're not a moron if you do that.
So Shadow Mordor, it was a good game.
Yeah, the very starting when Talion you just learn the tutorial and stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just throws you right in. It's like, now
Yeah.
your family's dead, you're dead.
Exactly. It had some interesting transitions though. When the sword, when you're fighting with your son, and then the sword turns, and then you're fighting an orc.
Yeah.
The shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, mixing of it in the future and past.
Yeah.
It's way cool.
And when you sneak attack and kiss your wife.
Yeah.
I want the mod where you, instead of kissing her, you accidentally pull out your knife
Yeah,
and
just
stab
stab
her.
her. Or flip flop it and have it orcs. You just kiss an
you
orc
kiss all the
instead
orcs.
instead of murdering them.
Oh, some of those captains with the nasty mouths.
Oh, jeez. But in the original campaign, there's 2 areas, and the first area really starts to get kind of easy. There's war chiefs.
pretty soon.
Yeah, but I think they move you on pretty quickly. As soon as it starts to feel like you've got the hang of it, pretty easy. All of a sudden they're like, boom, here's a Caragor eating you. Or then all of a sudden they throw you into the next area where there's Graugs, stuff like that.
Yeah, it goes. I like the side missions. You can upgrade yourself, or if you don't even care for side missions, you can still go through the whole campaign and still complete it just fine, which is what you did.
Yeah.
You did not do any of those side
you
missions.
did every side
did
mission,
all of
and I
them.
was just like, nah.
You didn't even have all the rune slots unlocked by the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's just bugging me so bad. I've got 5 out of 5 epic runes on all my runes and everything.
I had a level 12 rune in the 4th spot at the time I ended it.
Yeah. Oh, it's ugly. But the orcs, they're all different. I was playing your game and they'll stop you and do different things and say different things. I've never heard some of them, and even there was some traits that I've never heard of too. Do you remember what one of them was?
Oh yeah, they try to attack first in battle.
Yeah,
That
never
was
heard of
one.
that one. That was weird.
Yeah, and it was even you've had how many hours in that game?
The game says 148.
Yeah.
But
and you still hadn't heard of every one of the traits that you can have.
It's awesome.
So that game is crazy.
It'd be cool if they put something like that in Skyrim.
Oh yeah. The Nemesis system.
Yeah, with the different races and different types of people, like we were saying.
So every race or species, whatever you want to call them, has their own Nemesis system and pyramid of power.
Yeah. Yeah, the Drager would be the prime example, and then some of the other ones would get a little tricky, like the Falmer, or I haven't played that game in so long.
I know, I forgot some of it. Well, dude, it's been 5 years?
Yeah.
But anyways, what do you think about the ending of the main campaign?
Of the main campaign? It ties a lot better after the DLC, but with just that game, if they didn't come out with that DLC, it would have been a disappointment.
Yeah. Honestly, I felt like it was kind of a letdown, just for that.
The leading up to it was awesome because you're leading an orc army, and then you fight 10 war chiefs at once with your war chiefs fighting as well, and it's sweet.
Yeah, just a huge war chief battle.
And then all of a sudden you're alone, and you have to find this ghost that keeps disappearing, and you're running in circles, and then you get to a button sequence, and that's the end of the game.
And that's it. You kill the boss in the end. That's it.
The button sequence is so lame.
Yeah, he's not even that hard. Everyone beats him on his first try.
Yeah, exactly.
It gives you 5 minutes to find him 3 times.
Yeah. The ghost guy, it was a bit confusing. I thought it was interesting how he betrays him or something. He doesn't betray him, but he lied to him about needing his body to get the ring back or whatever. Yeah,
how he said he couldn't release him until the ring was destroyed, but in reality he could have just let him go at any time.
Right.
But even after that, even Talion found out after that, he still wanted to help him, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
It was interesting. They could have made that a lot bigger of a deal.
Yeah.
And what happened to Sauron? You only you kill the Black Hand. Does Sauron even appear in the main mission? In the main campaign?
No.
Okay. So you kill the Black Hand, and then he also says at the end, what's that line he says? There can only be one.
Lord of the Rings.
Or something like that. Or it's kind of led into the thought that there would be a sequel.
Yeah.
So I heard that it's in development.
Really?
Around the time of E3, I heard they were gonna have a second one. Which
It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know how it'll work. Are they gonna keep the same character, or are they gonna go to a different time completely?
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Like kind of in what the time like the movies are based on, or some of the older games.
I think they would have to because this one they went in between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, so that they had some room to play with, and they wouldn't screw with the main points of the movie, so that fans wouldn't be mad about it or whatever. Because you have to be really delicate with a strong fan base.
Real delicate.
So they probably would have to go before or just in the same time period. Cause you can't go after.
Yeah, you'd have to keep it somewhat the same. Now, alright, so that's basically what the main campaign came down to.
Yeah, you come in, you kill the Black Hand. And
you meet Torvin, like the little dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
In the main one, right?
In the main one, yeah. He's awesome.
He was probably one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah, I think everyone liked him and the Ratbag the Coward.
Oh, Ratbag.
Good old Ratbag.
How can we not talk about Ratbag? Okay. And the way he died is just so...
It's so quick.
Yeah. Also, he's just like this lowly orc about to be executed. You bring him all the way up to War Chief, like top of the clan. All of a sudden the guy's like, at least you survived, Ratbag, and then freaking maces him to the head.
It's like, who's the only War Chief left? Like, Ratbag. I'm here, sir. I'm the only one. It's like, oh, okay. Death.
Yeah.
Kills him instantly.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome ending for Ratbag the Coward.
He was so funny because, like, there's that scene where he's like, who knew it was going to be the same twin or whatever. He's like, well, don't worry about him. He won't be there anymore. He's like, but, he's still alive. He's like, going to kill him!
Just, like, completely ignorant of everything that was going on.
Yeah. I know I totally got that quote wrong, but who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
If you played the game, you should know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Gollum had a appearance as well.
It was pretty short, but yeah, he played a pretty big role.
Yeah, it was cool that they included him.
Mm-hmm.
They did a really good job at replicating him, at least. Yeah. I never knew that person was like, it was an actor in the movies. For a while, I thought it was just CGI, and I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. Just have to get a little hunch over.
Yeah. Lots of makeup.
Lots of makeup.
New teeth.
You never know. Maybe somebody looks like that.
Oh, dude, did he eat that fish in that scene?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Oh, no.
That's gross.
Yeah, I'm guessing that part might be CGI.
I hope.
Or the fish is just...
Fake.
Fake.
Yeah, it probably was fake.
Just filled with some tuna.
Something really juicy. Really get that squish in there, because they got that.
Oh, they got it. Oh, man, these movies are great. Same with the game. It was so overall. You thought it was
a good game.
Awesome.
I was like, I mean, if I were to give it a rating, wouldn't be perfect because it's very repetitive, and it doesn't have it has a good story for fans, and like keeping that balance between messing too much with it and just adding some fun content to go with it. So it does a really good job that way, but you can't get into a really good story. Like The Last of Us, to me, has the best story any game can have. But it was great.
Yeah. Honestly, it was pretty good. It was like, well, with the DLC, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, without it would have been disappointing.
It's kind of like, it was good for the game, and then the ending's kind of disappointing. But let's get into the DLC, because we keep talking about it.
Yeah. So first comes the Hunt of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. Now, this one was all about, like, kind of exploring and killing the beasts.
Yeah, because you learned to ride a Caragor in the first one, and a Graug, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I learned about, like, the Graug and Caragor, and then in this one you learn about the Caragarths.
Yeah, Caragroth. Whatever.
Caragarths. And then the Wretched Graug as well.
And the Wretched Ghouls.
And the Wretched Ghouls.
Oh, those things suck.
They do.
They're
honestly, they're so hard to kill.
Yeah.
They're annoying. Like, just fighting a horde, they just, like, ruin your hit streak so you can't.
Can't do anything.
Yeah. Oh.
But it was really cool that they added, like, the stealth Caragor, whatever.
Okay.
That was funny because you were playing it. What were we playing? Oh, you were finishing the main one, and I was, like, about to fall asleep or something, and I said like I was talking about the next DLC, and I said Karagrath, and you just thought I was like drunk tired.
I'm like, it's like Karagor. No, Jay's right.
Always. But the stealth Karagor was a really cool feature. You could jump from like really high and rip their throat.
Honestly,
out.
I feel like it moved better than the Karagor in the original one.
Because you could do the thing where you jump over a rock and still hit A with a Karagor, as well as the person. And because I did all the challenges and got all the runes, I had a sweet rune where I got double duration of jumping over the rock.
Like, also do it with Karagars as well?
Yeah.
Really? So you could, like, run forever.
It was awesome.
Jeez, that's so cool.
I'm like, I don't need fast travel. Just
take
a rock.
Yeah, take a rock.
It was awesome. There's that really hard achievement in that game with, you have to have a Wretched Graug, Wretched Ghoul, and Karagrath. I've not gotten it. We tried it once.
Yeah, you have to like dominate all three of them at the same time.
Yeah. And
it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's super hard.
I would think you'd have to do the ghoul first, but then you have to keep him alive. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and trying to keep a ghoul alive next to a Graug is not gonna happen.
No. Well, how did that one end, right?
So every war chief kind of had like their own like kind of creature, I guess you could say. And so like the first one was like a Karagars, and then the next one was like a Graug rider. He was pretty cool. You had to like shoot him in the head and all your ghouls would jump on him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
that's cool.
It was fun. And then the very last one was like the ghoul keeper.
Oh yeah, the freaking creepy laughing guy.
Yeah. He was the one, like, he's like, my babies! And he's, like, trying, like, dominate him, and he's just, like, freaking out about it.
Yeah. I love when you run out of the tunnel there. That tunnel sequence where you have to run from all the... I died more there than any other spot in the game.
Why?
I don't know. I think I didn't know how to do the... What did you learn in that tunnel? Was it the one...
It was the Wraith Burn. That,
yeah, I didn't know how to do that. I thought it was the Wraith Punch.
Oh.
So, like, I died, like, a million times.
So you're just like, how would I dominate these?
Yeah. But then I love when you run out of that tunnel and he's, like, all the way across. You get that awesome bow teleport.
The thing was, with me, is when he was all the way across that like, canyon, there was a Wretched Graug just sitting there next to him.
Nice.
Totally shadow mounted that. Just spit on him till he died.
Wow. I had, like, this epic battle with him and everything. All the ghouls hopping over me. That sounds about right, like how you played the entire game.
That's basically how I played the entire game. Boss I couldn't beat, Wretched Graug.
Yeah. Or just shoot him in the head over and over
Shoot him in the head. Alright,
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. Alright.
So the second DLC, probably the best part of the game.
Honestly,
it was the greatest pinnacle.
It was fun.
You get like all your powers.
It was the Bright Lord.
Yeah, the Bright Lord DLC.
You start off getting the one ring.
Yeah, because you play as Celebrimbor, and he's trying to get all the orcs as an army and then kill Sauron because he's the one ruler or whatever. But then it's really cool because during the campaign you can see, it's like there's a voice, is it an elven voice? I don't know who it is, but she's like telling you, you're turning into his same evil. Yeah. And he's like, I am powerful.
You're literally turning into the person you're trying to fight.
Yeah.
No. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. But it's really cool, I guess, the story that they came up with there. I did not expect that.
It was awesome, actually.
But you had to so the 5 war chiefs are all the same, no matter what game you're playing, because usually there's different ones and stuff, but they all stay the same.
Yeah. But I mean, they were cool. I liked fighting them. They were way harder than in
all the orcs were harder.
Honestly, the only way like I felt I could beat them is just get like a horde of orcs before, and then just kind of try and swarm them, and then charge up the ring until.
Yeah, you cannot just run into a swarm of orcs and survive.
Yeah, that one it really like added. Like a regular orc usually had like power of 10. You think? Yeah. It was.
And then that one at a standard orc captain was 20 or above.
And then the war chiefs were all 25 as a base.
Yeah, and just the the regular horde of orcs that you normally fight. I felt like they were harder.
Yeah.
But they were different too. They had different armor that looked really cool.
Yeah, really. Like they almost looked like captains instead of.
Yeah.
Really.
And the setting of that place, Mordor back in time like that, looked really good. It was really shadowy.
Yeah.
And
way darker than what it was in the original game.
Yeah. They kind of like that one was the darker one. Then the first one you go to, you can kind of just see the transition of darkness to light, because that one takes place before the main campaign, the first area in the main campaign, and the second area in the main campaign is way bright and like really pretty fields, and they kind of covered all their bases there, which was really cool.
So you got to kind of feel everything of what Mordor was
and went through all the way through. And then it became,
and then in the movies, and then it became that just like rocky wasteland,
volcano, Blackgate.
But they also explained how like he fed his armies. Like a lot of people ask that, but like in it they say like, look how like green Mordor is. He's like, well, this area is basically how he's going to feed all those hordes of orcs.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't really think about that.
It was kind of just like a one-line thing, but you're like, oh,
that makes sense.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Did they say something? Oh no. That was, I was thinking of, in the second one, they need that whole forest to burn all the wood for the two towers.
Yes.
What are the two towers? You got the
Mordor, and then Saruman's
tower.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're burning the forest for, like, just to build up the place. And I was thinking of that, but so that's for Mordor. That's cool.
Yeah, and then for the Bright Lord though, it was way cool. All of a sudden, just like every time you'd have to dominate the war chiefs, you wouldn't be able to kill them. You have to dominate them. And then once you got all 5, after killing like pretty much like 3 tries on everyone.
Yeah, it was hard to kill those war chiefs.
Yeah,
because they would have like captains every time. They'd have captains, and you couldn't really go single out the captains and turn them on your team. There was actually one captain that had the perk that it was only seen with his partner or whatever.
Yeah, only seen with the captain, like their war chief.
Yeah.
I actually had like an entire, like, I think one war chief had 3 bodyguards. All 3 bodyguards had that.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, so you can't go out and take out the bodyguards before you fight the war chief. You had to go in and fight literally 3 captains and a war chief.
And then like the horde of regular orcs.
Yeah, that's always
ridiculous.
It was way hard.
But there was that one that I beat. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Because you went in, you had this whole orc army, and then one of the captains ran, and so you had one captain, one war chief left. It was with the Akoth the Vile, I think. I was just going through this footage, so it's very familiar with me.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wow, good memory.
Yeah, so you got the bow guy was hunting you down, and you kept like going up to the top of the ceiling, then jumping down trying to get a stealth attack, and then you like run around again, try and get a couple orcs, and they kept killing you. And eventually you couldn't get him, and he killed you. And then you handed it over to me, and I tried it, and I ran straight in. I started the mission, I'm like running straight for him.
You did like a stealth kill, like with your bow, trying to like zoom in.
Yeah.
You just jumped right in the middle of all the captains, all the orcs. You're just like straight up fight everybody.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I just teleported like right to him and then started punching him. But I summoned the captain, which you can do with the left on the D-pad. It summons any captains that are nearby, and some orcs, like up to 5.
I think I had like a captain 4 when the orcs show up.
Yeah, so I summoned them, and my captain, like, he just destroyed that other captain. I never saw him. I was just fighting the main war chief, and then it like cuts to the other orc dying, and he totally just, I think he killed him in like 1 hit too.
Yeah, you got so lucky.
I did. That like, it was awesome.
Your captain killed like the other 2 captains, and then also you just had to fight the war chief like one-on-one.
I just kept stunning him too.
Yeah.
I was surprised because he didn't have he had a shield, but he didn't have that perk where you try and jump over him and he like nudge you off.
Yeah.
But I just kept jumping over him and then stunning him, doing the X attack. Was that flurry kill?
Yeah, you just like press B to race stun him and then
just get the flurry kill on him.
It was ridiculous. He wasn't a combat master either, so you could just like charge it up and.
Those combat masters are the worst.
Honestly, they're so hard to kill.
Because what was the one that you reversed in the main campaign?
Oh yeah, it was the one with like the Karagars.
Yeah, the only way to kill him was stealth. He had
only way.
Weakness by burns or something. Hate of burns.
Hate of burns, like it was invincible to like range. Combat master and regenerated health.
And regenerates health.
He
got enraged by Karagors. Mm-hmm. So we we unleashed a bunch of Karagors, we tried hitting range attacks, and then like he was still fighting Karagors and regenerating health, and then we tried the flurry kill, and you stun him, and you get like to the last hit, and then he's just like, nah, I have all my health, don't worry about it.
He just gains all his health back and shoves you to the ground.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wow.
And so I was like, okay, you gotta try the stealth kill. We were not smart enough to look at his perks, even though we had them.
Yeah, we had him. It was like, nah, we don't need him.
Yeah. But you were like way up above, right? And you were gonna get him, and you missed.
Yeah,
you
like
hit the other orc.
It was like a red line, basically right where like the yellow sign for the war chief was. I'm like, that's gotta be him. Try and stealth kill the guy right next to him. Like they're hugging basically, and I kill the guy right next to him. Like, oh no.
Yeah, and then he killed you, and we look at the perk, and it's like instantly dies by stealth.
Like, come on, that was our one chance.
That was ridiculous. But yeah, anyways, we've veered off from the end of the
campaign.
Bright Lord campaign.
Alright, so yeah, after we did that, killed all the war chiefs, we got all of them, and then it ends up unlocking a mission where you get to fight Sauron. And you go in there right off the bat. You have your 5 war chiefs, it's just Sauron. You go in, the first time you fight him, pretty easy, pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you have 5 war chiefs.
Yeah, you just use the power of the ring, and you like execute him like 5 times, and then
you're like, wow, that wasn't
easy.
hard.
Couldn't be that easy, right? No. Sauron's he's like, you think it was that easy? What's yours has always been mine. And then he turns all your war chiefs against you, and you now have to verse Sauron and 5 war chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
But then no, Sauron leaves, so you just have the 5 war chiefs.
Oh,
now.
does he leave for that?
Yeah. So you have to kill the war chiefs once. So it's just the 5 war chiefs, and then Sauron disappears. Yeah. So you have to fight all 5 war chiefs at once.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you somehow like pick them off one by one.
Yeah.
To, like,
well, the way I did it, I had done all the Power of the Ring missions, so I extended my Power of the Ring. I only had to get the Power of the Ring like twice because I actually had enough time to kill 2 war chiefs in the time of the Power of the Ring.
All right. So James just did it real easy.
Yeah, I was in there, fighting them for reals, and we were.
All right, James. So I may have just like lured orcs out from the battle, like the really low ones.
Yeah.
And then just change them onto my team. They'd run out and just like do a little bit of damage on the war chiefs until I felt like they were low enough that I could go kill.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And then after you kill all 5 war chiefs, Sauron comes back, revives all 5 war chiefs.
Yeah.
And he stays there that time.
So you have to fight Sauron and the 5 war chiefs, and he's like slamming his hammer down.
Yeah. So basically this is the second time you've had to fight all 5 war chiefs and Sauron. Mm-hmm. But now you have to do it at the exact same time.
Yeah. And
this is all in one life. Okay.
That was...
If you die, you have to restart the whole process.
I mean, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know because I have a good first try.
Yeah. But I did. Yeah, it was rough. But I did it by the same way I got the war chiefs the first time. I just kind of avoided Sauron. I'd run over, charge it up as much as possible, and then Sauron would come my way, and then run away from him until I got all the war chiefs and then killed him.
Yeah, so James did it like the real way, like fighting all the war chiefs, killing everybody. Basically what I did is I had the Power of the Ring saved up, executed enough so we had just like barely any health.
Yeah.
I left the green area that Sauron like can't walk out of.
Apparently, I did not know
he just had
this.
like a wall that he couldn't leave. So he just kind of stood there, and I just pulled out my bow, shot him maybe 20 times in the head.
Yeah, you had like an orc army surrounding you as you just like he hit this invisible wall that you couldn't get past.
Couldn't get through. And the war chiefs wouldn't leave either. The war chiefs didn't even know I was there. They stayed there. So it's just Sauron and his war chiefs like stuck there, and I just pull out my bow.
End of the game, just
headshotting Sauron.
But it was really good of them. Because I felt like in the main game, you're building up, and then you kind of forget that you're versing the Black Hand and not Sauron.
Yeah.
And then you kill the Black Hand, and you're like, oh yeah, you can't kill Sauron because he's in the Lord of the Rings. And that's the interesting part of this one, because you're like, oh, I'm going to get Sauron, and you actually forget that you can't kill him once again. You remember at the end of the main mission, then by the end of this one, you forget. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I'm going to get him. Yeah. And then you go for the execution on Sauron, and you like stab him a bunch, and you're beating him. And then it cuts back to the same movie sequences from the main, from the memories, where the ring falls off your finger and goes on to Sauron's, and he kills you, and he like hits you with the anvil.
Yeah,
and
it's like a crazy the ring falls off, it like lands on his finger perfectly.
Yeah,
of
like, course.
Oh no!
Yeah,
and also it just like cuts forward, and he like has killed your family, and
it all comes like full circle.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, I saw this cutscene at like the very beginning.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was.
I always think of
amazing.
like the chick in the movies with the really nice soft voice who's like, the ring will always return to its master.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. There it is.
There you go.
Like when she describes it, when she's describing Gollum in the beginning of the third, is it the second one when they describe Gollum's background?
I think the second one. Yeah, because I think that's the one where it starts off.
Yeah. Which was, that's good.
Yeah. And that's where he eats the catfish.
Yeah, that is where he eats the catfish. And then in The Hobbit, he's like going like this.
Yeah.
He's like singing a song and flopping a fish around.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was actually in the Lord of the Rings.
That was in Lord of the Rings?
Uh-huh.
When was that?
He has it's when, like, they get captured by the Rangers. And there's, like, he's in, like, the sacred pool.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's just
yeah.
like, fish so sweet.
Yeah.
Just, like, throwing the fish
the
around.
greatest.
Oh.
Yeah. Overall, great game.
Yeah.
The Nemesis system was something nobody's ever done before. Added some completely new.
Yeah, like, I just, for probably, like, 2 or 3 hours, I just got this random orc.
Yeah.
And then had him kill me so he could be a captain. And I raised him all the way to war chief. And then, you know, just kill him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's still, like, fun.
Yeah, it's still fun. Just, like, help an orc do that. That's yours. And then all of a sudden you end up just killing it.
Yeah, and also, like, the unlock system was really good. Like, all the abilities you could unlock.
Yeah.
It wasn't ridiculously hard at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, one thing about Just Cause 3, completely different game, but that's the game I've been playing. The unlock system is terrible in that game.
Like, you start off beast.
You start off with nothing, and then you want everything else.
Alright, but honestly, you can still kill everybody.
But I'm like, I just want sandbox mode, and it takes so long to get all the good stuff. And now, that's a whole nother game.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not doing a podcast on that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I felt it was great, like, kind of pacing. Like, at the very starting, you was just, like, trying to fight a horde was nearly impossible. Just because it was really hard to kill him. And then by the end, all of a sudden, like, it seems like your sword's almost always on fire to do an execution.
Yeah, when you get that perk for the 5-hit streak instead of the 8.
Yeah.
That one's really big.
And then, even in the Bright Lord, after you, like, do the race stun, those counts as your hit streaks.
Oh,
so you can basically almost always be doing...
Yeah.
Like,
I was noticing that in the footage. I was like, oh, he just did a wraith stun. It counted as 3 more, and then you only have to hit 2 more people.
Yeah, you have to hit 2 people, and then all of a sudden you do it again.
Wow. Yeah. And they didn't keep the perk where you can do a double execution in that one, which, for a good reason, would have been a little overpowered.
It would have been a little overpowered.
A little bit. You still didn't get the chain execution.
Oh, yeah.
That perk was amazing.
I still didn't have, like, all the perks. Really, by the time I completed the game.
Yeah, I tried using it, and I was just like, why isn't it working? Why can't I, It's awesome, because you can get your bow up to 14 shots, and each one of the teleport kills, whatever they're called, it takes 2.
So you can do 7
orcs.
Like, in a chain?
So you're, like, just outside the gate or whatever, and you're just like, chain.
Use all your arrows, but also it's just, like, everybody at the main gate's dead.
Yeah, just, like, a bunch of dead bodies.
The executions of that game, awesome.
Oh, they were amazing. The blood. I mean, I'm not usually a big blood fan, but it was black. It wasn't too gory.
Yeah.
But it was
it was gory, okay? Yeah. All of a sudden you're just like, or when you did like a brutalized kill, and you're just like, just shake.
So satisfying.
Honestly, you'll probably see quite a few of those in the footage you're watching.
Yeah, probably. You'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And
it's the ones that kind of make you go, oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. Every time, too.
Yeah.
From above, and you just... it just goes at it.
It's like 20 to the gut, and then just like one on the throat. You're like, oh wow, jeez.
Yeah, it's like in The Last of Us with Ellie. That part. That is the most.
Play The Last of Us.
Huh?
I didn't play The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't?
No.
You didn't see that part with Ellie?
No.
I'm gonna show it to you right after this.
Okay.
Oh, it's gory. It's the worst thing you've ever seen.
Jeez.
It's bad. It's scarring.
I bet it.
So. I think that about wraps it up.
That about wraps up, you know, go off on tangents on other games every
Yeah.
once in a while. Who cares? You know, why not?
You know, go play The Last of Us. I mean, play Shadow Mordor.
Shadow Mordor, yeah. One of those two.
Yeah, Last of Us for second.
Shadow Mordor, awesome game. You should go play it.